Remember Sevencore Online? It's an old MMORPG released way back 11 years ago. In this video, we're gonna take a look at Sevencore Online. We're gonna check out some gameplay, talk about the monetization, the features, and watch the trailer. Sevencore Online is a tap target fantasy MMORPG. And with that said, let's do this. Welcome back, Saviors. GH here. First off, what is Sevencore Online? It's a tab target MMORPG with a mix of sci-fi and fantasy. In Sevencore Online, players had a variety of options for gameplay. The game offered a rich storyline that players could follow through the questing, which involved exploring various areas, battling monsters, and interacting with non-player characters. It's a pretty standard MMORPG, and what makes it stand out from other MMORPGs is the combat mount system. Well, in 2012, combat mounts isn't a commonly utilized feature. There are MMORPGs way back that did combat mounts, but there's not that much. So yeah, Sevencore had a mount system that allowed players to ride various creatures, machines, and vehicles into battle. These mounts provides various benefits to players such as increased speed, mobility, and combat abilities. The game had a variety of combat mounts, each with its own unique appearance and characteristics. Some of the more exotic mounts included dragons, unicorns, motorcycles, and helicopters. Players could obtain mounts by purchasing them from the in-game store, completing quests, or participating in events. Now, looking at the old Galalab overview of Sevencore, they describe this game as a free-riding action MMORPG in which technology meets fantasy. Players battle on land, sea, or sky on the backs of dragons, motorbikes, and more. Sevencore Online begins by offering players a choice from three races: the Scion, the Einher, the Aimons, and the Nut. Depending on the region, these races may be different in names. Now, after selecting a race, players can then choose from three standard MMO classes, including Warrior, Gunner, and Mage. The game's character creation is decent for an MMO of its time, allowing players to choose a preset face, hairstyle, and hair color. They can also use a range of sliders to adjust their character's measurements. And once the players confirm the character creation, they will be dropped on an island where the main quest begins. The game's movement is based on a third-person perspective using the WASD keys, and the targeting system is tab targeting rather than action-based. That's how the game starts. You just follow the quest line and it will lead you to the end game. Now, Sevencore is released in Korea in 2012 and it's developed by Noria, a Korean games developer, and they made Sevencore on a game engine called Gamebryo. It's a commonly used game engine for MMORPGs way back in 2012. I couldn't find any definitive information on what happened to the Noria Corporation, but it appears that the company is no longer active in the gaming industry. For most of us, Webzen was the publisher of Sevencore, and Webzen used to be called G-Potato, and they held the global publishing rights for Sevencore, and the game was released in other regions including North America and Europe. However, the game didn't manage to gain much popularity and struggled to maintain a stable player base. And throughout the years, Sevencore experienced shutdown and re-releases. And the last time I saw Sevencore was in 2015, and Webzen named the game Sevencore Global. And here is their Sevencore closure announcement. And as you see, in 2015, Webzen announced that they would be shutting down Sevencore servers in all regions, citing operational and commercial reasons. The game officially closed down on July 28, 2015, and players were no longer able to access the game. Webzen offered compensation to players who made in-game purchases, and they encouraged players to try out their other games. Now, monetization. Sevencore had a free-to-play model with optional in-game purchases. The game offered a virtual currency called Zen, which is Webzen's currency, and it could be purchased with real money and used to buy various items such as equipments, buff potions, and mounts that could help players progress in the game faster. In addition to those items, Sevencore also had a VIP system that offered various benefits to players who paid a monthly subscription. These benefits included increased experience points, access to exclusive items, areas, and other bonuses. Like many other free-to-play games, Sevencore relied heavily on its in-game store to generate revenue. And based on discussions online like in Reddit, it's either pay or grind endlessly. While it's possible to play the game without spending any money, players who invested in the game had a significant advantage in terms of equipment, resources, and overall progression speed. Now, can we still play Sevencore Online? Officially, no, it's dead. There was private servers, but those also died. If there's new information that comes up, it will be in the description. And that's it for our trip down the memory lane with Sevencore Online. Despite its unique mount system and a mix of sci-fi and fantasy elements, the game struggled to maintain a stable player base and eventually shut down. While it's no longer possible to officially play 7 Core, we can still appreciate the impact it had on the MMORPG genre. And here is the trailer, guys. See you in the next one.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase the bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I'll give up everything. If I can see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.